Hi, I'm Chris with the Freebirds, and today I'm going to clean out the air conditioner on the top of our travel trailer that we're currently living in, and I'm going to work on that and do it with my daughter Hope.
Hi.
Right now we have a project going on where we're converting a school bus into a RV, but in the meantime we still have to live in the travel trailer, and we still got to do upkeep and maintenance on that. One thing that's really important is your air conditioner. You want to take it apart and hose it down and clean it every now and again, just to get it all cleaned out, and that way it's not working too hard and causing some damage to it. I normally do this about every 6 months or twice a year. I'm not using my impact drill. I'm just using my regular drill and my my Phillips bit. Mine is a Phillips tip. I've seen some that are a hex tip and things like that, but just take this top shroud off first. So Hope's gonna keep taking these off, but in the meantime, just to warn you about a couple things. This stuff sits up here in the weather and in the sun constantly, so it gets very brittle, and you don't want to put too much weight on it. And be careful whenever you're taking it off or putting it back on. It does get brittle. It will crack easily. You don't want to put too much tension on it with your screws and stuff, so be careful with that. Once you get all your screws out, you can kind of go back and forth with it just a little bit and get it off. See, there's a little bit of spider webs and leaves and different junk like that just in here. A few bugs. If it's windy, be careful. You don't want this blowing off and breaking. Just set it off to the side for now. So just taking a look at it here, and there's a lot of trash and stuff all around. It doesn't look too bad on the outside of this radiator here. Okay, so this is the radiator. You can see here, it actually looks pretty clean on this side here. A couple of notes on this real quick. These things these fins inside are really brittle. They're real soft, and you don't want them smashed together. You can see somebody at some point in time had cleaned or touched these. So this is an item you want to clean when you're spraying with the hose. Get that nice and cleaned out, and I'm going to take the top off and show you the back side of this fin so we can clean it out. All right, once you get this cover off, I can see all kind of dirt and debris and trash all inside of here, and that's kind of prohibiting some of the airflow and bogging this down to. There's bugs, dust, trash, pollens, leaves, all kind of stuff over in here. So I'm gonna get the water hose and wash all this down. So right now what we're doing is we're just, we washed out the radiator with the hose. I have a fitting on the hose so that it's kind of spraying a little faster, a little harder pressure. And we went through the front and back of that radiator, cleaned it out real good. Now we're just kind of spraying around on the floor bottom where that buildup gets, so that as the air conditioner is going, it's not sucking up and blowing back into that radiator. All right, so once you get done cleaning everything out and washing everything down, you want to make sure you let the standing water dry, or there's holes in the bottom of your pan, the air conditioner pan, that allows for the water to go. You can kind of brush it and squeeze it out there. You just don't want any big puddles of standing water, anything like that, before you put everything back together and fire this thing up. All right, so we're all done cleaning that out, putting it back together. A couple of last minute tips just to reiterate a couple things I put in earlier. Everything on your top is going to get really brittle in the sun, so make sure you're taking care of that and being careful with it when you're putting things back together. My shroud already had a couple of cracks on the corner whenever I first came up here to take it off. So I've tried to be really careful with that, not to make those worse or anything, so I don't have to buy a new one, but hopefully that helps out. Back together, but don't do that one. Do the next one. All right, Chris. You can turn it off.
Get him wet, he needs a shower.
As an added bonus, if you have one of your kids down controlling the water hose, you can always squirt them and get them some water. There.